Good morning, students. Today I am going to start the geography lesson, that is atmosphere. In this we are going to study the atmosphere, the composition of the atmosphere and the structure of the atmosphere. Atmosphere. The Earth is a unique planet because it is only planet having life on it. Its capacity to support life makes it different from all other planets. The Earth is surrounded by an envelope of air which is called as atmosphere. So the atmosphere extends about 1000 kilometers from the surface of the Earth. But 99% of the total mass of the atmosphere is found within the 32 kilometers. The atmosphere is held to the Earth by the force of the gravity. Because of the gravity, the atmosphere is near to the Earth. It is made up of mixture of gas molecules. What is molecule? A molecule is the smallest particle of a substance in a free state. Gas molecules move randomly in all directions. Composition of atmosphere. Air generally is used as a synonym of atmosphere. It has a specific gas of mixture of gases, mainly nitrogen and oxygen. So the nitrogen amounts to 78% of the volume of air, while oxygen consists of 21%. So the remaining 1% of air includes all other remaining gases found in the atmosphere. All the components are important to us. Oxygen is the life breath for all living organisms, as we breathe in oxygen. So nitrogen helps for the growth of living organisms, especially the plants. Carbon dioxide and water help plant to grow. Rain and snowfall, which provides most of the water to the plants, we get from the water vapors which are present in the air of the lower layers of the atmosphere. So here in the picture you can see the composition of atmosphere. The 78% is nitrogen, the 21% is oxygen, and the remaining 1% shows the other gases. Usefulness or importance of the atmosphere. Atmosphere is very useful to the living beings on the earth. In fact, the atmosphere is one of the necessary component of the biosphere. Without air, life cannot exist on our earth planet. So, the atmosphere acts as a shield around the earth and protects the earth from cosmic rays. Second, it also acts as a barrier protecting the earth from the meteors which can cause a lot of damage on the earth. Meteors entering the earth's atmosphere, you can see that those appear as shooting stars in the night sky and they get burned before they can reach us. A large number of, for example, we can see that a large number of meteors have hit the moon and left deep scars on the surface of the moon, as the moon does not have an atmosphere layer. Next, even radio communications on the earth are possible as the upper layers of the atmosphere stop sounds waves from escaping into the space. So we can hear the radio signals. Next, Earth's atmosphere is a critical system for life on our planet. Together with the oceans, the atmosphere shapes the Earth's climate and the weather pattern and makes the atmosphere habitable for the living beings as it maintains the right temperature on the Earth's surface. So distribution of the heat from one part to the other part occurs because of the atmosphere. So the large amount of energy available from the sun in the tropical regions is thus carried to the colder regions and it maintains the temperature level of various parts of the earth. So now we are going to study the structure of the atmosphere. The atmosphere of the earth can be divided into four major layers. This division is based on the density of the temperature differences in the atmosphere. So the density of the air in the atmosphere is determined by the number of molecules of various gases present in the atmosphere. So the larger number of molecules per unit of volume, the greater will be the density of the atmosphere. So the denser air or the heavier air remains closer to the ground and the density of the air decreases as you go upwards. So the four major layers of the atmosphere of the earth are troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere and thermosphere. The first one, troposphere. You can see in the diagram, the troposphere is the lowest and the densest layer of the atmosphere. It extends up to a height of 16 kilometers over the equator and about 8 kilometers over the poles. So the average height of this layer is taken as 11 kilometers. So about 80% of the total mass of the atmosphere is contained in this layer. So almost all dust particles, water vapor are seen in this layer. So thus all the weather phenomenon like rainfall, snowfall, the climate, everything takes place in this layer. The temperature in this layer falls as you go higher. The second one is the stratosphere. The second layer, as you can see in the diagram, is called stratosphere, which extends from an average altitude of 11 to 50 kilometers. Most of the ozone of the atmosphere is present in this layer. So meteors entering the Earth's atmosphere generally get burned in this layer. So long distance aircrafts fly in the lower part of the stratosphere because it lacks in the air resistance. As you can see, there is very less air movement in this layer. So the aircrafts fly in the lower part of the stratosphere. The third one, mesosphere. Mesosphere is the third layer of the atmosphere occurring between the stratosphere and the thermosphere. It lies between 50 to 80 km above the Earth's surface. In the mesosphere, you can see that temperature falls with the elevation. As you go higher, the temperature starts falling. So you can see in the picture, it is the coldest of the atmospheric layers. It is also the layer in which a lot of meteors burn up while entering the Earth's atmosphere. The next layer, that is the thermosphere. It is the fourth layer of the atmosphere and it extends from 80 to 600 km and above the Earth's surface. It is located highest above the Earth's surface because there are relatively very few molecules and atoms in the thermosphere. You can see that even absorbing small amount of solar energy can significantly increase the temperature. So here the absence of molecules is less. If little solar energy is absorbed, you can see that there is significant increase in the air temperature, making it the hottest layer in the atmosphere. So it is divided, this layer is divided into two parts, that is ionosphere and exosphere. So what is ionosphere? Ionosphere is the layer which reflects the radio signals back to the earth, thus making the radio communications possible. Second one is the exosphere. The upper portion of the thermosphere is called the exosphere. The atmosphere acts as a filter and it protects the radiation which comes from the sun towards the earth. So various gases allow the radiations from the sun to reach the earth's surface in limited amount and it does not allow the more radiations to come towards the earth's surface. So here you can see a comparative study of the layers of the atmosphere in this column. You can see that the first layer, that is troposphere, the average height of this layer is 11 kilometer and the temperature falls with increasing height. This is the densest layer. The second layer is the stratosphere, which the average height is 11 to 50 kilometers and the temperature increases with the height. The feature, it contains the ozone layer. Third, the mesosphere. Its average height is 50 to 80 kilometers and the temperature falls with the increasing height. The main feature is it is the coldest layer. The fourth is the thermosphere and the average height is 80 to 600 kilometers and above. The temperature increases with the height. It is the hottest layer of the atmosphere. So students, today you understood this video, the lesson, the atmosphere. In the next video, I'll be explaining the remaining part of this lesson. So please go through this video. Thank you, children.